Hello, one and all, and welcome back to more Let's Play Miitopia. I am the Max Few Trades. In the last part, the Dark Lord stole my friends away from me yet again, and Kate, Ryan, and Quadra were lucky enough to run into Weiss, Majima, and Parappa, and they are now working together to do their best to escape the unfortunate circumstances that they are in. To that end, I have resolved myself to continue the fight to the best of my ability and meet them halfway to eventually reunite with the people that I've become closest to. In the hopes that we can, in fact, all come together and put an end to this madness once and for all. Also, I am a princess. So that's the thing that happened. I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. If you thought this game was silly before, this is where the game decides to make everything the most absurd it could ever possibly be. I'm just letting you know that in advance if you hadn't played this game before. Things are about to get silly. This is... what you see before you is the realm of the Fae, and what you're looking at with me is merely submitting and resolving myself to the fact that this is just the way the world is going to be. At least I'm on a horse. I've got that going for me. Why the long face? I make jokes and laugh to hide the unspeakable pain that I find myself in. Anyway, princesses fight with fans. You know what I find interesting, actually? It's interesting that the pop star class has a male and female variant. Don't you think they could have done a prince variant? I'm just saying. Anyway, it is what it is, and we're just going to make do with what we've got. And I'm going to fight sentient dandelions. Or, I'm sorry, palms, as they like to be called. Although, amazingly enough, a fan is actually a phenomenally good weapon to pick up in order to fight sentient dandelions. Now that I really think about it, that makes a lot of sense. I would also like to point out for everybody at home that I could easily wear an amiibo costume to circumnavigate this situation that I am currently in. I've chosen against it because sometimes you have to submit to the silly. And you know, I don't actually see anything wrong with this entire situation. Okay, so I thought we were gonna have a little bit more time before this happened. I really thought we would have a small amount of breathing room before something like this happened. I really did. So that's a twerky. I don't know why they put mouths on there. That's a bad idea. Anyway, as I was saying, I feel no shame having this ability right now. Teach enemies a splendid dance. If they join in, they lose a turn. But, you know, many powerful men have been known to wear dresses when it comes to saving their close companions. This has happened in the past. Luigi, Cloud Strife, these are things that have happened. Sometimes you just need to make sacrifices. Looks comfortable, at the very bare minimum. Anyway, I've got the banana now, so that's cool, that's cool. I'm putting up a brave front, but I'm gonna be honest, I am relentlessly embarrassed by this. I thought about this for so long. And technically, there is an option. There is something I could have done. There is something I could have done. I could have taken a different role that would have been a little less strange. And it would have still made sense. But I'm going with what I did, so we're just gonna go all in on it. We got a new friend to introduce, so let's do that. Hey, someone's at the door. Oh, sorry to have kept you waiting again. I know that traveling alone can be quite discouraging. More than slightly, yes. And so, I've arranged for a new traveler to join your party. You know, in retrospect, considering the amount of frilly outfits that I was wearing as a cleric and chef, this is really just kind of the natural evolution. Anyway, enough self-justification. Let's get our next party member, huh? So I was thinking, what can I really do here? And there was something that the majority of people asked for above all else. And I showed remarkable restraint up to this point. But in this leg of the game, We're gonna go all in. It's time to bring in the waifus. Have I mentioned that this part of the game is going to be weird? Because it's going to be weird. Anyway, I bet everyone was wondering what was taking so long for her to show up. It's Shantae! You thought she was probably gonna be the genie, didn't ya? But obviously, I didn't go that route. Instead, here she is. Shantae could have been the princess. But ultimately, I decided not to do that route. I don't know. This just felt slightly better. Ultimately, I'd say the pop star or mage makes more sense for her. But, you know, she's got transformations. She can turn into, she's turned into plants before. It makes sense. Regardless, hi there. I'm Shantae. I'm ready for adventure. I'll fight really hard. Don't doubt that for a single second, Shantae. I really, truly don't. And then we danced. As is tradition. Get to know Shantae well. No problem. 2 more adventurers will be along shortly. You'll need to combine all your powers to move forward. It's going to be fun. Ho ho! I appreciate you not asking questions about my current attire. I'm telling you right here and now, I don't have an answer for them. I truly don't. Anyway, might as well hang out with her. Don't see why not. Ah! This is gonna get weirder before it gets normaler. Here we go. Let's say it's a toga. It's not, but let's say that it is. Oh boy. I apologize for subjecting people to this. So hey, Shantae, how do you feel about marshmallows? Not very great, huh? All right, that's fair, that's fair. Okay, well, how do you feel about Choco Roccos? Oh, hey, somebody who really digs Choco Roccos. Not bad, not bad. Here, have some more Choco Roccos. Get yourself some defense boosts. That seems like a pretty good idea. I'm gonna have myself some cotton candy. There we go. All right. There we go. There we go. I really thought this wasn't gonna bother me as much as it's begun really bothering me. Well, no sense. I just gotta get over it. I really do. You know, Shantae's got flower powers. Let's go to the botanical garden. That's what I've decided to do. We're probably gonna see a lot of flowers. Such a nice ambience. In my head, I'm chanting, it's not bothering me. It's not bothering me. It's not bothering me. It's bothering me. It's bothering me a lot. Look at the tulips. Lovely. Pay attention to the flowers. Ever heard of flowerology? It's all about the meaning of flowers. No, tell me all about it, please. Take tulips. Their meaning actually changes depending on their color. Really? What are the different meanings? Red tulips, for example, are connected to love confessions. Oh, how interesting. Well, that actually is legitimately interesting. I'm not going to say that it isn't. And then we got some bitingly bitterling tea or whatever. Also, we've got a roulette wheel. So what do we got here? A ragged gown? Why, I almost feel tempted, honestly. But no, let's just keep on keeping on. You gotta do what you gotta do, and what I gotta do is help people. So I'm gonna help people, dang it. I'm doing it for my friends. Oh no. Oh no. Ah. I know he's watching this series, and I already know he's still laughing about this whole situation. Let's check in with our good pal Nightstar. Hey, the great sage. He'll give us some sagely wisdom and totally won't make fun of me. Oh! Why of all the lines? Oh, Shantae fell down. I'm sorry. You okay? Hang on, I'll help you out. Thanks. No problem. Shantae is grateful to Max. I have to get over it. I have to get over it. I have to get over this. We learned to show off. We've learned to show off. But again, I said this was gonna work. Well, yeah, I am indeed on fire. Let's keep things real. Oh, Shantae, you're dressed up as a flower. I'm dressed up as a princess. We're being followed around by Twilight Sparkle. And we're in a gigantic forest that I'm just going to tell you right now is home to a very large supply of fairies. So I'm just going to throw this out here. The time for keeping things real is long since past, I'm afraid. That's long gone. We have dived headfirst into the realms of pure absurdity. Those who might have at one point thought that perhaps things were, you know, as silly as they were ever going to get, that we've reached the maximum amount of strangeness that we could possibly run across. Before meeting you, I fought something called a twerkie. And that is every bit as exactly what you think it is as it sounds. Now we're fighting mouthy tomatoes. I can't help but notice that, you know. So, I feel like your choice in words of trying to keep things real is long since past. I feel we've reached a point where keeping things real is just simply no longer an option for us. I appreciate your attempt, though. I really, truly do. You're keeping it real in your own way. Yeah, we'll be fine. No doubt, no doubt. Hey, Nightstar. Oh. You're in a dress. Hello, friend. I'm not laughing inside my head at all. Hey, Nightstar. It's good to see you. I hear you've been keeping yourself busy. You could say that, yeah. You showed Strongbad the error of his ways. It's true, I did. You did, I mean, you sealed him up, but I was able to do a little bit different. So that's pretty cool. Not bad at all. You know, I'm just doing my best to try to be the best hero I can be. By the way, how goes your pursuit of the Dark Lord? Not great, if I'm being honest. Well, I'll give you a lowdown, my dude. It's not a great situation. Well, that certainly puts a monkey in your wrench. It most certainly does. You know, honestly, you're usually very good with metaphors. It's strange that you would end up doing a maloper. I might know which way the Dark Lord has gone. Yonder tower, the elven retreat. Elven? The elves are spirits of the forest. They are most gifted in the use of magic. There'll be no pushovers if the Dark Lord attacks. Well, that is certainly helpful. Until we meet again, my friends. He didn't say anything about it, but I know he was thinking it real loud. Make no mistake, I know him better than most. I know what he was thinking. But you know what? At the very least, it shows an intense level of maturity. Dear Max, I'm a photographer. Photos are great. Want to take some? Use the photo taking button. I'm well aware of that. Oh boy, more outing tickets. I appreciate that, honestly. I truly do. Thank you very much. So, that was a thing. I've only been playing for 13 minutes. You really think I'm going to be taking a break now? Get out of here with that noise. Alright, so me and Shantae are having a conversation. Oh! She be singing and dancing and grooving. You're such a good singer and dancer. You're just really good at this, Shantae. Keeping the rhythm at all times. I appreciate that. I really do. Neither of us want anything new. All right, let's see. Anything new here? Seaside, park, cinema, library, botanical garden, horsing around. How about you and I go to a cinema? Hey, I like that idea. Shantae is such an interesting character because I always knew that I wanted to have her in the game as a party member. Are you feeling okay? I get it, trust me. It's like, I understand why you're wearing a dress. I get it. It's okay. It's understandable. It's fine. So, what are we watching? An action movie. I needed some high-octane stuff. How exciting. I'll finish the rest of my thought in a second once the movie is done. Well, that's some daring adventures going on right there. I feel inspired to take action against the dark forces of evil. The hero is unstoppable. Coolness. I wonder if the hero would join our party. Sure would make things a little bit easier, I'll tell you that much. Lord knows I'm not doing the greatest job of being a hero. I keep losing all of my friends. I should be able to protect them. I made myself quite sad, I just realized. Wow, alright. And yeah, nobody wants to buy anything, but is the arcade going to be kind to us? Ah, cherry blossom. That would be a weapon for Shantae. So, what I was gonna say was, Shantae was a character I always knew that I wanted to have in the game. How do I feel about spaghetti? I should love it. Okay, good enough. But there were so many different things she could have been class-wise. Like I said, a pop star would have made the most sense. If not that, then a mage. And even after that, a warrior would have made sense. But I had other characters I wanted in those roles more, you know? So, it just kind of, whoa, she really loves that tea. Not bad. So, my hand was kind of forced in that regard. I always knew that it was gonna get this sort of thing. And ultimately, I could have gone with, I suppose almost any of the characters I had could have technically taken the role that I'm currently doing, but it is what it is. And I've spent more than enough time complaining about it. It's just easier to move on, even though I'm sure the comment section and my Discord will never, ever let me move on. But it is what it is. So from this point on, it's just the way that it is. I am happy to have Shantae on my side. I well and truly am. Me too. I like to say that, I like to think she was responding to me saying that. And the mouthy tomato has decided to make himself known yet again. Unfortunately for you, I've got a wide assortment of fan-based attacks that I will use to defeat you. I can't be stopped. I will now use the might of the horse to make my fan attacks even more astounding. You know, I've talked about it in the past. Fans look like the type of thing that obviously, like, well, that wouldn't be a very good weapon. Like, why would you even do that? Like, how are you supposed to use a fan as a weapon? But war fans were a thing. They weren't exactly super common, but they are enough of a type of weapon that it does make some degree of sense. I mean, especially if you attach blades to them. Once you start doing that, yeah. Ah, delightful. I don't understand why the Twerkies need mouths on their butt. Eyes would make much more sense, and when you hit them, they wouldn't have the mouth open thing going, and that wouldn't have the horrifying implication, which implies to me that that is the point. Anyway. Yeah, she really just can't just let you, okay, just keep on attacking, Shantae. You just keep on going. Once you get some new weapons and everything, it's really gonna work. Teach enemies a splendid dance if they join in and lose a turn. Well, I'm really the primary damage dealer for the team at the moment. Yeah, okay, showing off for Shantae. There we go. I smited the enemy that what gave you a big issue, I'm afraid. There, yeah, okay, so anger subsided. Chow down on a banana. Have yourself a wonderful time. It's all good. All right, let's go. And that is how you do. So I kind of figured flour, because Shantae can, you know, turkey curry, she can turn into various things, so a plant made sense. And the items she uses are basically leaves and, like, branches, which kind of work as a whip, sort of. Plus, it hits multiple targets, like a whip would in a game if she had it. So, you know, it all made sense to me. I am so full of fury whenever I have to look at a Twerky. I hate these things with a fiery passion. They are the worst thing. Yes, please show off. Please do damage to these horrible monstrosities. Twilight, please, for the love of all that is holy, we need to kill these things, and we need them to be dead yesterday. Burn them down! I absolutely refuse to take part in any of whatever that was. Dear Lord. Dear Lordy, 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 Lulu. Moving on. The Royal Wave. Ah, dang it. I jumped past it because I was just hitting this thing. Restore a friend's HP with a floral aroma. You know, in retrospect, it seems like the flower is the more supportive role. Well, we can't trade, so whatever. Just gotta make do. But we've got treasure to open. What do we have? Some money, which is pretty good. I don't have a ton of money, but the items we're gonna be equipping and stuff should actually not be too difficult. I mean, that's not what I meant to say. Shouldn't be so expensive, because it's, you know, we're back to the standard stuff, you know? So, that makes sense, eh? So, the low amount of funds we've got going for us ain't too bad. And a little bit more friendship. You can always use more of that. And now we're having ourselves a little bit of a powwow. Who do you like? Tell me. No one. What? Really? Really? Huh? What are we talking about again? Glad that's over with. I don't know if that's just like, man, what an awkward question to ask me. Or she has someone she likes, and she just doesn't really want to talk about it. Maybe someone back home. Who knows? All right, then. So, actually, is it possible? No, hang on. I can just do it on the next, whatever it is. The next fight, I can see what the Royal Wave is. And explain it there. A Japanese fan, 3 outing tickets, a generous helping of EXP. Those are pretty good things. Those are pretty well and good and swell and all that jazz. But as it stands right now, not feeling it. Not really feeling it. So onwards, towards more adventure. We've got a town of fairies to speak to. All right, now, well, I guess not fairies, they're elves. They're elven, my bad. You'll have to forgive me, they essentially live in a freaking Smurf village. We're in a magical forest. I guess got crossed in my brainscape, whatever you want to call it. Bleh. Anyway, I've got some roles to put in. Decisions have been made. Injured elf, Teddy. Teddy, you absolute buffoonigan. It's unbearable. The Dark Lord, he's headed for the retreat. But at least we have our champions to protect us. And now I've got to do this too. Please, Sylvando, gasp. Oh, he's just asleep. You damn dingus! All right, boy howdy do we have a lot of strange faces to show up here. So, yeah, you'll be introduced to them in just a moment. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, it all totally makes lots and lots of sense. Everything that's going on here makes perfect, absolute sense. Scaredy cat, Slippy! Yipes! This is the elven retreat. Indeed it is. Things have been a bit on edge since the Dark Lord came. So beat it, stranger. Oh, Slippy. You'll never get any fans or acclaim if you continue to act like that. And then there's this group of fellows. The Fab Fairies fan too. Yosuke. Let's hear it for Lady Serena. Lady Serena, you're the best. So calm and kind and considerate. You're perfect. You can't lose against that nasty Dark Lord. You're gonna notice something pretty quick about these 3 fellows. Fab Fairy fans 1, Kazuichi. Sylvando forever! I'm a big fan of the Fab Fairies trio. My favorite has to be the eldest, Sylvando. He gives off such an air of glamour and sophistication. The Dark Lord couldn't even hope to measure up. And Fab Fairies fan, Ryuji. An ode to Lady Veronica. Lady Veronica, you are the best Fab Fairy. Fickle, mischievous, full of vim. The very essence of a fairy. I'd like to see the Dark Lord do half as much mischief. And that's why I was so confused. I got the wires crossed and thought everybody in here was a fairy because the Fab Fairies are their heroes. And it all makes sense. Anyway, you might have noticed the names of the Fab Fairies. Yeah, I decided to go with a very specific motif with that one. I don't really feel any regrets. Green-eyed Lady Cacaletta. Now this is an interesting pull, and this one from Mario and Luigi. I was having a tough time figuring out this one. Gah. Everyone in this place loves those dumb Fab Fairies. It's so awful. They swan about with their magical powers. How can I beat that? That could be useful too, right? Not especially, no. Well, I can't help it if you're an idiot. Okay, well, fair enough. Lazy Bones, King TTT. He's upset that I didn't make him the king. Blah. I can't be bothered. Whatever it is you're on about to say, I can't be bothered. Just let me spend my life asleep. Huh? What's a Dark Lord? Well, you're probably gonna run into a bit of an issue on that front pretty soon, let me tell you. Mischievous Witch Kelly! Had to have a Splatoon rep in here somewhere. I'm a witch, don't you know? Be gone, foul fiend! Ah! Whoa, hello! Alright, but made you jump, didn't I? Indeed you did. That didn't really amount to a whole lot, but there you go, I suppose. Cheese and crackers. Egads! Somebody, anybody, this is awful! The youngest Fab Fairy, Veronica! The Dark Lord, my sisters, attacked then, whoa! Dark Lord Dr. Doof attacked the elven retreat. 3 powerful sisters faced him to protect the retreat. After a fierce battle, the menace fled by the east gate. However, just when the sisters' guard was lowered, monsters came and spirited away the 2 elder sisters. I mean, that's what I managed to piece together. Whew. Feeling a bit calmer now. Hey, you! Let me get my sister Serena back. Well, obviously I'll help you with that, no problem. The right answer. Let's get going. And so miraculously and surprisingly, Veronica has joined the team. Go crazy, eh? Okay. Serena's being held in Citrus Cave. Let's do this. You might be wondering why Sylvando. Well, I just considered him to be legitimately the single most fabulous person I could think of. So when I had to come up with a team of fabulous people, I was like, well, it has to be people who are fabulous, and yet also, you know, I mean, at least somewhat sisters. It sort of works. It's weird, I know, but you know, we're free thinkers here. Anyway, come along now. We've got some seriously bizarre adventures to go down. All right, so it appears that is a thing or two. What are we gonna do over here? Hello! The East Gate. Does not look like we've got much in the way of options there. The way is blocked by a huge door. You can't get past it for now. Very well, very well. I'll find a way to make it work. Don't you worry, yo any pots. I'm gonna make this all work out. Let's go, people. This entire adventure is kind of a fever dream, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Well, boy, here we go. And so, more gobos. No matter what happens, you can always rest assured that goblins will, at any and all points in time, attack us, no matter what. And bazang! Throw that leaf of power. And, unlike a certain somebody in the past, easy, easy. Just quickly throw them down. I know Veronica doesn't use a bow, but that's just kind of what all elves do, and man, if you could think of 3 fabulous people, all of blood relation, who all wield bows, yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome to have done so. I feel pretty confident and content with what I've chosen. Feel like I can take on the world. Yup. How did the world, how did life turn out this way? How did this all happen? Everything felt so quaint and simple not that long ago. But then everything just kind of turned out this way. It's really crazy. More forest gobos wishing to do some big time damage, eh? Well, I just slappeth you down like nobody's business. Oh boy. And, hey-oh, new skill. Gentle fragrance. Using the power of beautiful flowers. Instantaneous healing. And an arrow straight to its big dumb gobbo face. You did it. Dang straight you did. All right then. Not bad at all. Despite how incredibly bizarre everything that's going on is, we're gonna pull through. We're gonna make this all make sense in the end. So Shantae, do you have a war cry that you use in battle? As a matter of fact, she totally does. Hang on, I got a great one. It's like the most obvious one ever. Ret to go. Haha, so cool. There we go. That's a fantastic one. I sure do like it when the characters I recruit have their own built-in catchphrases, you know? It really just kind of makes sense. And just like that, we're on it. And in the end, oh, okay, so the Fab, yeah, there we go. The Fab Fairies actually do, they just shell out in their own little separate areas. Egads almighty, could that be a brand new friend? Looks like there's a new party member looking for adventure. If you thought things were gonna stop being weird, well, you're wrong. So when I had to think of a character with a gun, behold, Naoto! Sorry to keep you waiting. Obviously, she would have worked as a great scientist, but Ryan took up that slot pretty quick. As I said, we're gonna get weird with this part of the game. I'm Naoto. I'm a good fighter, and I like to train up my skills. You should take me with you. And so I shall. And, yeah, a tank is a tank. She's gonna shoot stuff with a gun. Not really sure how else to phrase it. that just is how it is. So there we go. All right, some turkey curry, huh? All right. Shantae, how do you feel about turkey curry? What? She is a big fan of turkey curry. Fair enough. Hey Naoto, how do you feel about the royal roast? Okay, well actually I'm legitimately incredibly happy that didn't end up getting wasted. That is honestly the best. How do you feel about this? Not a big fan. Fair enough, fair enough. Don't really want to eat that. So, how do I feel about marshmallows? Let's find out real quick. I am mildly content with that. Very well, very well. I believe I will also have some cactus juices. There we go. They often say that it is the quenchiest. Makes sense, makes sense. All right then. And yet, for whatever reason, we don't have anybody who wants to buy weapons. It really would help us out in the long run, if I'm being honest. There we go. Also, I want to point this out because it's just legitimately really funny. The way the tank class moves about is really legitimately funny. I also felt that it kind of fit because, well, you know, there's kind of room around. Because Naoto's shadow was part robot. I felt that it kind of still worked in a way. This is a team of very looseness, you know? I'm having fun. I'm just going nuts. I want to make this as much of a fever dream as possible. Here we go. Taking care of business. Ow. All right, thanks for that. And boom. There you go. And it sure is nice to have an unofficial extra teammate on our side here. Very nice, very nice. Ah, you did do it. You done did do it. And then I slapped a gobbo something fierce. And it slapped people with yon schnoz. Rude! There we go. Bang, bang. Just like a gun. Got him. And there you go. Whew, piece of cake. Well, it's going to be a lot more of a piece of cake now that you actually have leveled up a bit. There you go. And some bonus EXP too. It's as if the game itself knew that a new teammate perhaps needed a little bit of help. They might be just a little bit behind. We're on the move. Get in the groove. The plan worked. If you're gonna try and sell the concept that any of this was planned, it's not it. It's huge. Looks like it's gonna fall at any minute. Naoto, no! You're gonna get kersplooshed! Oh boy. Ah! Oh, but it was a fun time for all anyway. Good times, good times. We are on that roll. Because she's rolling. What happened with that person we helped is doing now? We do not know. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Fork in the road, eh? A breather or monsters? Well, we're going all in on the monsters for today, I feel. Can't wait for some grub. A likely story. There will be grub, of that I assure. Do not a worry. Although we're going to have to get through the dang mouthy tomato first. Luckily, I've got a noble steed on my hand here to valiantly vanquish the vegetables that venture before me. There we go. That almost worked. I almost didn't even get tongue-tied. That almost came out and sounded cool. It didn't. It didn't. Rest assured. Nothing about this is going to go over well, but I'm doing my best. Oh, hey, you stopped going with your treads on that one. Whoa, hey-o. There we go, there we go. It's time to go, folks. It's time to fight more gobbos and tomatoes. You know, it's funny. You know, the first time about it, you know, in the first stage of the game, you know, when we're in, you know, the Greenhorn Village and the areas, you know, it's basically your standard everyday forest area. You know, it's a nice village. It's simple. It makes sense. There's a king. There's a castle. It's all simple. you know, you go over to the next town, and it's a big old desert, and there's pyramids, deal with a genie. That's a little strange and everything. I mean, the king was super big and fat, but, you know, that was the strangest part about him. But now you're in a giant forest, and there's massive amounts of dew hanging down from all of the various things. At this stage in the game, you're definitely probably going to be using the classes of flowers and tanks and princesses. You're fighting giant tomatoes and twerkies, and I mean, I know I was fighting hieroglyphics that were somehow sentient and all manner of other silly things, but you know, they were still, basically enemies, you know? There were giant boulders and they were goblins. We're still fighting the goblins, but you know. But now we're fighting twerkies and tomatoes and Human Cannonball. Human Cannonball is an interesting ability where she will launch one of us at the enemy. It's a fastball special, is what it is. And there's we goes. Alrighty. Not bad, not bad. We fought the monsters, and despite the fact that it made it sound so very intimidating, it very much was not, all things considered. Surprising, that. Ah! Some lovely times for napping. I admit, I definitely would like to have myself a good old-fashioned naparoo. Naoto and Shantae in a training montage? It's time to bulk up. We'll get intimidatingly ripped. Training time! They're doing them sit-ups! Oh, hey, they seem to be getting along just fine. That's really good. You love to see it. You really do. Hey! Hey, we're building those connections. We're making things happen. It's all coming together. And now we're showing off. Impress your friend by doing extra damage. So there we go, there we go. Get those connections going as much as we possibly can. So, in that particular route, then we should definitely be using an outing ticket. And, you know, I feel like Naoto's obviously the type of gal who would like to go to a library. So that is what we shall do. Let's read a bit at the library. Are you upset? I'm not upset. I mean, something is stuck in my shoe, and that's a problem. I can't say that I'm upset. I thought I was prepared for everything here. A library brimming with books. Gotta read them all. Good luck with that. Ah! This font is a bit hard to read. My eyesight's not what it used to be. Dang it, Naoto! Oh, that's a lot of reading material. But it makes sense. You would be the type of gal who'd be all about that sort of thing. Gotta get all the knowledge humanly possible. And I got a couple bananas, so that's pretty dope. Does anybody want to buy? Why does nobody want to buy anything? I can't be the only one to think that's more than a little strange. Here we go. How do you feel about this tea? Oh, not a fan. Not a fan at all. I apologize. Let's see. How do you feel about cactus juice? You live in a desert. Okay, well, I am not doing so hot here. I have a bad record. How do you feel about spaghetti? Okay, there we go. We found something you can eat. It's something. You take what you can get. There we go. There we go. Would you like some chocolate cake? Yes, she would. There we go. All right. Gotta try and buff these gals up. Gotta get all that stuff going. Roulette wheel. Do you mind being kind? No, you're just gonna try and throw around a ragged gown, huh? That's so strange. I'm not sure what the deal is. We really should be getting more weapons and armor here. Eventually, our stats just aren't going to be able to keep up. It's gonna become a real serious issue. Hold the phone, monsters that wish to do battle. Well, they might not want to do battle, but they don't have a choice. We're gonna make them do battle is what we're gonna do. The golden strap. Ugh. Oh, good. Shantae, are you okay? Don't worry. I got your back as always. And my friendship and support is apparently more than enough to get you back to full health. There we go. And the praising can now begin. Not bad, not bad. Now, let's all work together to take care of this fool. Yeah, showing off is the best idea. Boom. All right. And Palamo. There you go. And your support is obviously going to be very appreciated. There we go. Oh, hey, started dancing. That's a byproduct of a Fab Fairy's particular style of archery. They can sometimes inflict those kind of effects. Also, Royal Wave. Silence an enemy, slice an enemy in twain with a quick gust of air. That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's dance, nerd. Royal Wave. There we go, there we go. That's the big damage that we need. But you see what I mean? Shantae and Naoto really need some new weapons. You can obviously tell that Naoto's going to be available. Aren't I great? Obviously. That she's eventually going to be able to do huge damage, but sheesh. Alright, alright. There's actually something I'd like to quickly do. Just give me half a second. I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. So, I actually removed the wig that I had created for Naoto because the tank always has to wear the hat in order to be used as a weapon. And on top of that, it just kind of looks a little... I feel like Naoto would be very opposed to so frequently taking her hat off. So that was kind of part of why I also thought tank would work, because it basically needs a hat to work the whole time, and she's known for her hat. It makes sense. So now she'll be able to actually have the thing on almost at all times. And I just think it'll look a little bit better. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't quite look like a hat the way that you'd expect it to, but there you go. We got enough HP bananas? My girl, I can't even begin to tell you. We have got more than enough bananas. I feel like Donkey Kong could show up and say, well, he would say, ooh, ha, ooh, ha! But it would basically mean, sweet merciful Jimmy Jam, y'all got a very large supply of bananas. I dare say that you might even have too many bananas. And I'm Donkey Kong, and as Donkey Kong, I would know a thing or two about having many bananas. Unmistakably, Shantae is absurdly cool. And then, boom, shlabadang. There we go. Blow the gobbo to kingdom come. Make them regret ever having a big gobbo face. You know, something that's never actually firmly established is whether or not these monsters already existed, or if the Dark Lord created them and then gave them faces. Or were they just faceless beings that walked around not doing much? Anyway, life dew. Gets a fallen friend to wake up and smell the flowers. Well, that's one of those moves that's really neat, but I'm going to hope that we never actually have to use it. We stand together. That's true, Naoto. Our team is the most unorthodox that we could have ever possibly managed, but we're gonna make it work. We stand together, we'll stay strong. And we will save Quadra. We're gonna save all our friends. Are you okay, Naoto? Would you like a banana? Have my HP banana. There you go. You were looking a bit hurt there. Thanks. No problem. And friendship gained too. I'm feeling pretty good about all that. We're now properly acquainted. Showing off is now a very simple thing for us to do. Not bad at all. Hold that feeling. Hold on to that feeling of pure friendship. I did think you'd say that. Now what's going on? So, about tanks. Yeah? If you're just a machine, do you get hungry? Of course, we need all the fuel we can get. She's not a machine. that is, she's not actually a robot, you know. That's not a thing. My me is not very bright, it seems. He's doing his best, and he's trying to be the best hero he can possibly be, but boy howdy is he having some issues. There we go. Building it up, building it up. Nobody wants to talk, but I do at long last actually want a new weapon. I'm kind of more so hoping that Shantae and Naoto will actually try to get those, get their new stuff, because they definitely needed a whole lot more than I do, to say the very least. Let's see. Nope, just again with the ragged gown. Why are you trying to give me an ugly dress? If I gotta wear them, I want to at least look amazing. Like, come on now. How do you feel about cactus juice, Naoto? Not a big fan. Not a big fan. All right, how do you feel about toast? You're about as anime girl as you could get. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Makes sense. I don't want it. But what are you about you, Shantae? Yeah, I suppose by the strictest of definitions, you are not anime. That makes sense. I didn't mean to give you the gobbo ham, but there you go. Have some gobbo ham. Certainly would not hurt to give you guys some better attack stats. That's for sure. There we go. There we go. And with that, that's pretty good. Don't have a lot of outing tickets to spare, so we shan't at the moment. We shan't at the moment. For now, we talk to Homestar Runner. What will he say? Just a minute there, you dress-wearing man, you. Who has a never-ending thirst for fun and games? Only me, your friendly neighborhood Homestar Runner. Could you tell who someone is from an outline? Time to play silhouette shenanigans. I dare say I probably could identify all of my friends through pure silhouette and nothing else. I dare you to try. I have 3 questions for you. Let's begin. All right, question 1. Oh, gee, I wonder who that could possibly be. That's my new friend Shantae. Well done. Question 2. I don't know, that could be me, but I'm gonna go with Parappa on that one. He believed that I'd be able to figure that out. And who could this possibly ever be? Gee, that could not ever possibly be the absurdly adorable and cuddly Quadra at all. You did great. Well, I certainly would hope I would. Congratulations. You beat me fair and square. Dang straight. Now give me them bananas, man. I need more of them. Be seeing you. Thank you, oh powerful Quizmaster. Oh, that Quizmaster. Such a silly, silly fella. I'm just making sure there is yeah, okay. I was making sure that there was nowhere else for us to possibly go. I was wondering if we were headed in the right direction or not. There we go. It's all good and this is so much fun. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Naoto. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Oh, I love to sing, and I ain't tomatone deaf. I'm a red-blooded, red-hot tomato. I always sing it when I walk this way, and that's my juicy tomato song. Anyone feel like ketchup? This is a very silly situation. We stand together. And I fall off a horse. Ah! A quartet of gobbos! Dare try to challenge us? Let's see how well that goes for you. Not especially well, I can only imagine. Okay, you're being very aggressive on Shantae there. Most uncool. There we go, but she can take care of herself. Ow, very rude, very rude. Oh. You're a very kind gal, Shantae. I very much appreciate you. Yes! Alright, that's not good, but she's showing up for me on this one. Boom! And that's one less gobbo to deal with. And an arrow straight and true. Very good, very good. I'm gonna have to just keep going with the royal wave. I can't rely purely on my support skills because I don't have that many this time. I'm actually more of an offensive type than I was before. But even then, I'm still not paying any attention. And I get slapped upside the head with a schnoz for my ignorance. And boom! There we go, there we go. We're gonna win this. No doubt, no doubt. Dancing arrow! Alright, well, you're very swell, Veronica. You've always been incredibly swell. But that being said, it's time for me to do the horse thing. And Fandango! And there you go. Alright, all is right, all is well. Things are looking pretty swell. And another level up for you. And some Gobbo Ham, because, of course, you thought we were done with Gobbo Ham. You were a fool for thinking otherwise. I'm getting blisters. Well, if you used your tank treads more, that wouldn't be a problem. And that's a sentence I can say for some reason. And now the Snrups wish to do a big harm? Ain't having none of that. Royal Wave, here we go! There you go. Feeling pretty good about that one. Oh. Cool as a cucumber, always jumping out of the way. Ah, boy. All right, cool, cool, cool. But time for precision aiming. Chow down on that banana. Very good, very good. Good on ya, good on ya. Whoop, top. Man, these things are no joke. I get so used to being so powerful, and then stuff like this happens, and we gotta start over from scratch. But I fear no monsters. I fear no situations. I believe I've made it abundantly clear at this point that I'll do literally anything under the sun to save my friends and the world at large. Woo, those were some lovely flowers. Thank you. Blammo! And blow them down. There we go. And the big pile of the Snups have been defeated. Some bonus EXP. That should put you pretty much dead even. There you go. 90 gold. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now we're all pretty much even Stevens. Not bad, guys. I like it when we're all on the same level and nobody is vastly stronger than the others. Oh, I got a litter. I already know how to take photos, but fine, if you're that adamant about it. There. Maybe she was upset that I didn't take a photo the first time. Ooh, more outing tickets. I'm gonna actually have to use those things. I've eaten 30 HP bananas. Apparently eating 5 MP candies gets the bonus, but 30 bananas requires that. Okay, that's interesting. Your team's penchant for bananas has given you rise to a new power. Now this is going to sound a little strange. My dude, no, it won't. After everything we've gone through, no, it won't. But the more bananas you eat, the greater their effect will become. They will improve again once your team has eaten 60 HP bananas. So munch away, ho ho. Indeed. And there you go. There you go. Keeping it going. And there we go. Cherry blossom. There you go. There you go. All right. She doesn't have the headgear, thankfully. Honestly, it would kind of make her look like one of those, I don't even know what they're called. Demogorgons? I don't know, those weird things that have like teeth in their heads. Well, everything has teeth in their heads, stupid. I don't know, I don't even, Stranger Things? I don't know, I never watched it. Anyway, outings, 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 outings. Let's see, you know what, Shantae, you and the horse? Get on out of here and have yourself a grand old time. Yay, time with Twilight. No, Shantae, it's called Twilight Time. You deserve a break too. You're a very good horse. The horse is very confused, but appreciative. Twilight's never been known for her ability to take it easy, so it's all rather difficult. Twilight, it's time to go. We gotta head home, my friend. But I'm munching the grass. Whoa. Well, that was scurry. Let's ride. There we go. A lovely little time in the prairie area. Whoa, we're getting all kinds of friendship boosts today. The horsing around tickets are no joke. There we go. That'll help you out a little bit. Get that saddle up and mounted attacks. Make the real stuff happen, y'all. Whoa, ultra candy. The most cotton candy of all the candies. And nobody wants to buy anything, and that's a little strange. I could get a new fan, but you know I don't need it. I'm doing just fine as is. I mean, I suppose it's nice that we're able to, you know, I guess save up on money a little bit, but we really do need those boosts. Let's see. I don't suppose either of you like eating scorpions? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That really is fair. Yeah, wow. Yeah. I don't understand the appeal in eating scorpions, but for some reason it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening, man. They keep giving it to me, and I gotta use them somehow, but no matter how much, nobody actually wants to use the dang things. Alrighty. So far, so good. Let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think Chiaki is really going to be able to help us a whole lot in finding the other Fab Fairies. I talked to her, but I don't have any other amiibos to use, so we're just gonna have to go inside this citrusy cave, I suppose. I mean, obviously and naturally. What else would you possibly do?